So Cancer, what I'm seeing for you this month is that you're going to be in a place of stability, and you may be interacting with others and they may be looking towards you expectantly. So it's like your environment might be a little bit precarious, but you are being asked to exhibit an outer steadfastness and an inner internal tranquility that will cause you a lot of stability. I'm seeing this very strong center. So you have the Ace of Swords, which is in very erect, and beneath that you have this Queen of Cups, which is showing up in a strong position. And beneath that you have Temperance. These are all cards that suggest to me that you are aligned. You're going to be somewhat aligned with your internal compass this month, and maybe it might be a period after some strife, especially with the Five of Swords in reverse. So it might be a period in which you are finding this stability, and others may be looking for you for stability because others might be very precarious, and they might actually be attempting to project their own precarious nature onto you. Now, towards the end of the month, we do have a Knight of Wands, the Page of Wands. Now, this Page of Wands, I do think it can be someone, this doesn't have to be a love interaction, but I do think it is like probably a younger male that has, you've basically caught their eye. And it's like they're not really sure whether or not to come towards you. You might actually be just very intimidating. You might, because you're so stable this month, you might be kind of just giving them so much grace, and they might be trying to possibly even avoid you because you intimidate them. With the Seven of Cups, we have offers for you, we have options for you. So all of this is good. Now, you may be finding that although you're kind of in a state of contentment, and although the outside is attempting to bring you into their disillusionment, you are coming across a very harmonious time. And I think maybe that previously you may be feeling like you may have cut some people out of your life, but I feel like you've had the opportunity to reevaluate your circumstances, and this new this almost pause that you're feeling. And I don't mean pause in momentum, I mean pause in drama, and you being sucked into other people's drama, no matter how much they try, has got you kind of realizing what you need for outer happiness. Because your happiness and your contentment is very much by yourself right now. There may be people in your life that you have good relationships with, but it's kind of like you're reevaluating what you need for your 10 of Cups. You have your 9 of Cups here. But you're thinking what you need for total bliss, total perfect 10 of Cups. And you're realizing what kind of relationships you want to bring in. With this 6 of Cups over here, it seems like it is possible that this Page of Wands will actually give you an offer. Now, I think this Page of Wands, in this deck it's called the Knave of Wands. This Page or Knave might be, they might be pulling you, they might be going towards you and then pulling back. You might also be reconnecting with some people this month, but I generally see a harmonious time for you this month, and in which you might be bringing in relationships that actually serve you. And there's opportunities for that here because we have the Seven of Cups. You have this outer fray of people, though, that I feel like this outer fray that is kind of like, oh, you're not going to join us, you're not going to entertain us anymore, Cancer, and you are saying, no, I'm going to look for people that I can have personal relationships with, that I feel, that make me feel content and appreciate my strength, my inner strength. Okay. Let's see what else is here for you. So far, this is a good month, August. You have a 5 and a 7. So I believe that you may have started a new cycle, not this month, but previous to this month, and you're gaining momentum in this new cycle of your life. Again, we have a card for realignment. This is the Four of Swords. So whatever this Five of Swords reversed is, it is bringing you into alignment now. Is there any other messages? What is this Temperance? Who is this Knave of Wands? This is good. I feel like I haven't had too many good readings lately, but this is good so far. So I have the Justice card. So this Page of Wands, it could be a fire sign. It might be a Sagittarius. It could also be a Libra. With the Justice here, it seems like it is something that you have that you're kind of watchful of. It might be something that the world is bringing in for you. I don't want to say something that you've earned, but there is something about it that is for you. With this Temperance card and the Justice, it's like you're waiting for justice to come in this relationship. Not necessarily that they've done you wrong at all. But I think what you might be doing is you might be, now that you've reached this new cycle of 5 and 7, the world is saying that you're going to get your justice in terms of relationships, in terms of something you need. Let's find out more about this Page of Wands. I had the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. If something wasn't working out, well, you may have been feeling like you didn't want to work on something. It could be with this fire sign. So I have the King of Swords in reverse. Okay. So this Page of Wands is a new person. So what might be happening is this new person that's in your life, or I don't really know if they're really so close to you, but I think that maybe they've caught your eye and you've caught their eye. I think that it is kind of a justice moment for you and for someone else, someone previous. This could have been an air sign, Queen of Swords reversed. So maybe someone was being dramatic, was trying to pull you into drama, and you just didn't absorb the drama. It just bounced off of you like rain. Or you found a way to channel it. And the fact that you have more options now is a justice for you. You have new offers coming in. And I don't necessarily mean just purely romantic offers, although I think there is one here, but I mean just offers for emotional fulfillment in general. The fact that you're getting this is a justice for you. And it is to right the injustice that this King of Swords previously could have caused you. Okay, good. Do we have any other messages for Cancer? So we have stability, we have emotional fulfillment. We do have people I think you're distancing yourself, or you just feel this distance from them. You might be feeling like you're kind of in a place of solitude right now, actually. But it's like a good solitude. It's like you're not completely isolated at all. So I have the Chariot in reverse and the Devil card in reverse. So this is something not moving forward, probably with this King of Swords, so that other things could move forward, so that you can continue, you can make progress basically in this new cycle. But this period of reflection, this new period of stability, it's brand new, but it needs to stay a little bit before you can move into anything that can turn toxic again. You need to stay with this new stability, and you need to embrace it, and you need to do this before you can really enter into anything serious with anybody. And this is a good way to prevent and avoid toxicity, especially since it is the Page of Wands, and it's someone who is... I don't think this character is reliable right now. And I think you know that. So you're kind of just being patient, and you're seeing how it's going to turn out. You're keeping yourself happy, especially with the Nine of Cups. You have the Three of Wands. Okay. And you have the Eight of Wands. So you're in a place of considering. I think you may be just very aware of everything that's going around you. You might be very aware that you have so many options and that you don't know how they're going to turn out. And this is not communicating with the past. This is not communicating with people from your past in order to move forward. This is eventual forward movement. And I don't think you're cutting off the past completely, because we have the Six of Cups, but you're just being more choosy from this new sort of internal place of strength that you're in, strength and wisdom that you're in. Okay. guess I should ask, how is this energy going to manifest? And we have the Knight of Pentacles. This could be a Virgo or an Earth sign. So this could also be your energy as well. So we're talking about stability, and the Knight of Pentacles is stable. This is more Pentacles. So you could be with a Sagittarius. I see Virgo here. I see Libra. In the past, you could have been dealing with an air sign or a Capricorn. It's almost like you're taking on the energy of an earth sign. It's difficult to say whether whether this new energy is attracting an earth sign. It's not necessarily what I'm getting. You're still very much you. You're still very much emotional. You're just very strong emotionally right now, which is good for Cancer. It's very, very good place for Cancer to be. And there's so much vitality that comes from being in an emotionally strong place. With that being said, I think more towards September, you might have some moments of just feeling like, I've worked hard at this chapter in my life. You want someone to sort of add something of value to what you already have, and that's kind of where the Knight of Pentacles is coming in, because it's like the Knight of Pentacles is going to just add this another pentacle to this pile that you have. Or it could be vice versa. It's difficult to say. It could be that you're acting as the Knight of Pentacles, and that you have something of value to give that you're going to give to someone else, especially since I just saw this card, which is the Page of Pentacles. So towards September, maybe in September, there is a stable offering that you're either giving to someone else who is a little dejected, or someone is giving to you when you feel somewhat uninspired by sort of your material, how your emotional world manifests in the material world, if that makes any sense. Is there anything else for Cancer? Okay, this card came out earlier. Okay, so we have personal victory. This is not working on something. This is the Ace of Cups in reverse. I'm worried that you will be kind of in a place where you need to kind of lift up your head. You are somebody else. needs to be paying more attention to something, to the person around them. So maybe because you're in this stability, don't try to avoid something. Yeah, so don't try to, this is saying don't avoid a relationship just because you're scared of it turning into a disaster. I mean, that's a fear that you will have to work on, and maybe you don't want to work on it right now. And that, don't get me wrong, that's totally understandable. So we have this energy of stability. Oh, this is the Seven of Pentacles. I think I may have referred to this as the 8. This is the 8 right here. This is the 7. Okay, so but in order, you might be rejecting giving an offer, or rejecting an offer coming to you, or you just might not pay attention to it. You might be trying to avoid it. Because we have these cards here. We have Judgments. The reason why is probably because you or someone else is healing from something, and because you're in such a stable position. I don't want to say try something just because it's offered to you, right? Because we have the Devil right there. And after the Devil, we have the Ace of Cups in the upright. So it's like, it's kind of like you need to face your demons. Yes, you are reborn. You're going from the 5 and the 7, and the world kind of wants you to put in this position of the 8. Progress. But you're in such a place of stability. It's not necessarily forward movement, and that is fine. This is a great place for you to be. In terms of relationships, if you are looking for a romantic relationship, it's like you are very hesitant to get to this Ace of Cups because the Devil might be in the way. It's like if you go to the Ace of Cups, it's like you have to get through this Devil first. You have to really work through some of your issues, the possible issues that might come up. It's kind of like the Devil is standing here and he's saying, no, 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 you don't get to the Ace of Cups until you get through me. And that is a very strong statement. What does that mean? Why would we have to go through the toxicity to get to something like the Ace of Cups? The universe isn't going to give us something, well, it might give us something toxic to work through, but I don't think that's at all what this would be implying. Okay, so we have this Page of Cups. And I think what this is that if you end up going into a love relationship, or you have this kind of love relationship, it's kind of like you're worried about immaturity, you're worried about your own immaturity, you're worried about not knowing what to do, you're worried about this innocence that you have that you want to protect, you're worried about the innocence of the other person. the advice? What is the advice? Death in the reverse. Justice in the reverse. Is this the advice? Knight of Swords. I get this feeling of panic, like I can't face it. Is this a retreat with the Knight of Swords? Is this a quick retreat? This might be what the universe is offering you as advice. Maybe you don't even want the Ace of Cups right now. That's probably it. Maybe Cancer doesn't really want this Ace of Cups. This is probably telling you that the advice is, if you are going to retreat back into this kind of stage, to do it quickly, to do it swiftly, to make a decision. Don't start something that you cannot complete, especially with the Justice in reverse. And what will be the likely outcome? And if you go forward, Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you're worried. I think you might be worried about this person being immature. Probably worried about your own I keep getting a mother figure with this Queen of Wands. So it's like you're not ready to be someone's mother. And of course, you shouldn't be someone's mother in a relationship. Okay. So once again, this is going to be a positive month for you. At the beginning, we have some stability. You're getting away from the Five of Swords. We're going into the Ace of Swords energy. We're going into Temperance. We're going into the Four of Swords. This is going to be a harmonious time in which you are picking kind of more innocent relationships. You might be fond of your childhood at this time. There may be a stable offer coming in. However, you may be hesitant to take a stable offer from someone or make a stable offer. But regardless, you are looking to towards the future. You're in a stable place. You're kind of you're kind of in the now, but it's like you're keenly aware of what you do in the now affects your future. You are avoiding toxicity. Probably realizing you have a lot of options. Yeah. You're just going to be in this emotionally mature, stable, regenerative kind of phase for August. The only other things I can think of, again, are things we talked about, which is that other people might be putting their precarious issues, trying to get you involved in them, or they might just be kind of sad that you are not involved with them. It might be like you're leaving dramatic, like maybe that was the reading for last month. You were leaving dramatic people, dramatic colleagues. I think that might relate to this message more. It's like you've left whoever, and now you're in a place of stability moving forward. There isn't a ton of movement forward, but honestly, maybe that's a good thing. I think you did a lot of movement forward last month, and I think it was difficult because we had Mercury retrograde, and then Mercury goes forward in the month of August. So it's like you did all the really tough work at a time no one wanted to do it, and now you're in a period where you're enjoying your own company. And it could possibly get lonely, especially towards the end of the month, but I think that you will be fine. Okay. Have a great August, and we will see you in September. Bye, Cancer.